Welcome to New Hampshire's Business. I'm Fred Coker. There's some new research out, and let me show you some of the quotes from that research. It's from a university group here in New Hampshire. New Hampshire lags behind the national average in growth in research and development for both industry and universities, and has shortfalls in the level of entrepreneurial activity needed to drive future growth. That's from the New Hampshire University Research and Industry Plan, which we're going to talk about. That plan focuses on 3 industry clusters: information systems, advanced manufacturing, and biosciences. And that's an effort to get a handle on what those quotes that you just saw. Now, the plan recommendations are 3: strengthen innovation ecosystem, talent generation, retention, and attraction, and industry-university collaborations. All of this is part of a New Hampshire University Research and Industry Plan. And with me are 2 people who are going to drive that plan, who have helped put it together. And they are Mark Sadam, Associate Vice Provost, Innovation and New Ventures at the University of New Hampshire. Hello. Welcome, Mark. And Terry Large, Director of Engineering and Technical Services at Eversource, and also on part of EPSCoR, which is the experimental program to stimulate competitive research.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes, indeed.
Welcome. Nice to have you.
Thanks.
What led to this research, number one, where you found New Hampshire lagging, and then the plan? Mark.
So EPSCoR is a program that's funded by NSF, the National Science Foundation. Yep. And UNH is the recipient of the EPSCoR award. And what it is intended to do is make states more competitive in research. And as the plan came together, or as the program for EPSCoR came together, it was clear that there was perhaps a misalignment between what the university was doing and what the industry of the state was. And so the plan, which came from that NSF award, was designed to see where we could work better and more collaboratively.
Collaborate university with business.
That's right.
Okay, now you came up with 3 areas: information systems, advanced manufacturing, and biosciences. Terry, why those 3 areas?
Well, it was what the data told us. And this is a data-driven plan. We did a tremendous amount of research, looking at patents throughout the state, looking at the activity of our major businesses in the state, and the places that our universities were working, and found the spaces where universities and businesses were doing many of the same things, but not necessarily communicating with one another.
And what is the plan to advance those 3 industry clusters? I mean, are there actually clusters in New Hampshire right now in those 3 areas, or is the plan to create them?
No, those clusters very much exist.
They do.
There's a tremendous amount of collaboration that takes place within them, but what we're looking to do is enhance the collaboration between the university system, Dartmouth College, all of our institutions of higher learning, and the business and industry
sector. We're talking public
sector.
and private institutions
That's
that would be involved with this. Information systems, advanced manufacturing, and biosciences. Now, Mark, you got some recommendations specifically to make this plan move forward. Strengthen innovation ecosystem. What do you mean?
So in the areas of the country that are the strongest economically, there's university, industry, and government collaboration kind of drives that activity.
Right.
So to strengthen those collaborations and strengthen the ecosystem is to have everybody at least know what the other people are doing, to have our faculty working with companies, the companies coming to the university and taking advantage of the resources that we have, and all of this feeding into the education that our universities and colleges provide.
And then the next one is talent generation, retention, and attraction. And we all know we have a talent, we're minus the talent we need in this state.
Right. So one of the major aspects of the retention part of that is that when students get educated in New Hampshire, what happens? Do they leave the state or do they stay? And we know that the data shows that a lot of our students are leaving New Hampshire when they graduate, and that this is meant, if we do this well, we'll create attractive jobs, attractive companies, and attractive opportunities for those students, both on the training side so they come out prepared, but also give them a place to go and have a great paying job.
And finally, very briefly, the industry-university collaborations, you've talked that already.
Yes.
And that is bringing them together to work together, and out of that will come new products and
new products and new startup companies.
And new startup companies, which New Hampshire needs in order to stop lagging in that arena, which we talked about at the beginning.
That's right, and there's one important data point for that. So the Association of University Technology Managers has some data that shows university startups have a 1 in 2 likelihood of still being in operation 10 years after they go in existence.
Good way to end this interview. Mark Sadam, Associate Vice Provost, Innovation New Ventures at UNH, and Terry Large, Director of Engineering and Technical Services at Eversource, and part of the EPSCoR group, which came up with the finding, the research, and the plan. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for
having
having
us.
us.
Thank you.